Get that out of the way. Okay, so this was a different sort of fight, because when people do the Amalgam universe, as they progress forward and they do their kind of Civil War-esque things, when it's called Infinite Civil War or Infinite Civil Crisis, they normally pick Super Soldier and Iron Lantern. So then you have the Captain America, Iron Man piece for Civil War. But not my fans. No. Instead of doing that for an amalgam, they took an amalgam of the two gladiatorial combat movies pitting superheroes against each other, the two biggest combats to hit the silver screen both in the year 2016. Superman versus Batman and Civil War. So, in this one we actually have Super Soldier versus Iron Man, Dawn of Civil War. Yep. We're combining two. Well, one guaranteed hit, one hit using WB's track record to decide to hit, combined into one fight. Iron Bat makes very simple sense. He is the amalgam of Iron Man and Batman. Tony Wayne, Bruce Stark, either way they both sound awesome. Probably one of the easiest characters in the world to hybridize. Dead parents, check. Filthy rich, check. Really smart, check. Both good tech heads, check. Own companies, check. The only real difference is Batman kind of likes to just get down, get dirty, fight, mano a mano, hand to hand. Well, Iron Man's more of a, you want to face it? I got a suit for that, right? I don't. I built a suit for that. Totally built a suit for that. Or Batman can more of, who's this guy? What can he do? I can build a bat or something for that. So those two guys together, think of it, you could take almost any Batman storyline, and you can take out Batman, put an Iron Man, and the only difference is, he's flying in an Iron Man suit, shooting repulsor rays at people. And he's using, well actually, if you go in Kingdom Come, Batman actually uses, essentially, Bat robots to patrol the city. Not unlike Futures of Iron Man, where Iron Man uses Iron Brigade to do the same thing. I think that was Earth X. I think Earth X, Iron Man did the same thing that Batman was doing. Not because Alex Ross sees the two characters and was like, man, I could do cool stuff with these two guys and robots. So that's what you have on one side. Another side is Super Soldier. Ironically, his characterization is Clark Kent as a regular human, who undergoes a Super Soldier serum experiment that has alien DNA, which gives him the powers of Century Superman. Issues with Super Soldier, though. Since he's not a native alien, he actually lost out on about 2 decades of solar radiation absorption. So he's actually not as strong as Superman. I'm like, he doesn't seem like he's as powerful as you should hybridize those two characters. Like, Dark Claw, perfect synergy. But these two, I think they went like Truth, Justice, and the American Way. A buddy of mine was playing one of the old PlayStation 2 games, Captain America. He's beating the crap out of people now. Freedom prevails! He never played Marvel vs. Capcom, so he didn't know that one of Captain America's, like, I think it's like his charging tackles, like, freedom prevails. It's like, yes, I beat the daylights out of you, freedom. Smack with the shit. So, there's the preface of these two characters. And I do this, like there's the 9 criteria. Intelligence, fight ability, strength, speed, durability, energy, versatility, X factor. Right, forgot one. Because there's 9. Intelligence, fight ability, strength, speed, durability, invulnerability, energy versus X factor. There we go. Okay. I'm glad I found the software to do, like, the little screen over there. Well, there. On my screen, that's the opposite direction. So I can just type everything in. So as always, if it's 5-4, person with 5, more than likely shoot against person with 4. As always, make comments down below. Try to keep them PG. Maybe PG-13. Try to avoid the hard R. Yes, I'm bald. I'm not in the basement, as you can tell. Window. Full-size window. Okay, so let's get going here. Intelligence. The Clark Kent character very much is the way Clark Kent was in the comics when it comes to Super Soldier. So really no advanced level of intelligence or degrees. Once he did get Super Soldier Serum, he actually did become more intelligent. But he never really had the time to really truly synergize that quite as well as an individual who is a combination of both Iron Man and Batman. So that's just a tremendous amount of intelligence. Then he's making his own suits. Fine abilities. Super Soldier didn't really have any tremendous amount of fighting skills before he did the Super Soldier Serum. And ironically, since he had super strength, super speed, decent amount of invulnerability, he never really developed that level of skill Captain America does. And a lot of that's because the stories they have him that are very truncated. It's pretty much, here he is fighting the Nazis, and then here he is being frozen and he's waking up. So you only really have the fighting in World War II for a brief period of time, the I've been frozen, and then I'm thawed out. So he doesn't really have as much of the breadth of experience as you would expect. Iron Man, on the other hand, he does have that hand-to-hand combat experience. So he actually has a definite advantage when it comes to fighting ability, just because Super Soldier wasn't around for as long as he should have been. That's because they took more of the Captain America side and blended in some of the Superman side. My allergies are kicking the crap out of me. Allergies are winning 5-4 versus me. Strength. Now with this one, Super Soldier did have a decent amount of super strength. They actually showed him tearing open Ultron Metallo, who didn't seem like that impressive of an opponent, but he was able to tear him open pretty easily. So looking at that, you do have an actual level of true super strength. Speed, same thing. You've got a character who does have a true measure of super speed, a decent amount of flight speed as well. Yes, one could argue that depending on the Iron Man suit, there could be a higher degree of speed. But normally when you see an Iron Man sort of suit, unless you're taking out a very specific individual, they're normally more tailored towards just a level of being able to handle a little bit of everything instead of being specifically geared towards one specific attribute. I was actually able to find an Iron Bat suit, Iron Bat picture, that was like Iron Bat Hulkbuster. I was like, hey, technically, if you were looking at the hybridization of that, I'm pretty sure Iron Bat would probably have a Super Soldier Buster, if you really truly needed one. Durability. You know, the Super Soldier Serum actually did give him the Kryptonian ability to absorb solar radiation and not to get tired. I was like, you know what, that's, lower level lactic acid, higher amount of overall energy, decent healing factor. I would put that above a human inside a suit. Human will still develop lactic acid for some reason, muscles burn, still give them an actual level of fatigue. Yes, the suit will help mitigate some of that, but it's not going to remove it entirely. Invulnerability. This one, have to give it the Super Soldier. Yes, Iron Bat, if I were to give him access to things like force fields, which Iron Man has used in the past, Batman has used it a couple times when he's in his own sort of suits. You could make the rational argument that he could have that, but I'm looking at someone who has a true level of invulnerability, as well as the shield, which is very powerful. So you've got speed combined with shield, not the most defensive-worthy shield, something more of a punch shield, but I will say it's probably more of, I just need to get the sneeze out of me. Maybe I'll just get through it before I get the sneeze on the I've been spending time with Rob Van Dam eyes. Energy, this is your raw, how well are you at distance? And this one might be a shock. Maybe this one actually the Iron Bat. Oh, just sneeze. Because in the comics, Super Soldier has heat vision and frost breath, but he's not really good at them. Some of course being because, we've got him learning his abilities, so kind of like the Superboy era, and then we have him later on. I still think that loss of that good 15, 16 years of solar radiation absorption really definitely did take its toll on the character. You know, having that ability to absorb so much more energy and get so much more proficient in your skills, it's definitely to the detriment of the character. Versatility, yep. I have to again give that to Iron Bat. If anything else, this is more of an experience edge. A lot more time has been spent on the Iron Bat character, looking at the amount of information this character would gather throughout time, combining the Iron Man ingenuity and the Batman foresight. I mean, that suit's going to have a little bit of everything to kind of keep their opponents on their toes. Why? Batman, when he's out on the streets, he doesn't have the luxury of a second option. He doesn't have that second chance. So he's got to carry as much stuff on his personage to help him defeat an opponent. And there's X Factor. I have to give this, of course, to Iron Man. The weird thing about the Super Soldier comics, Ultra Metallo had Green Cat, which of course was Kryptonite. By that time, everybody knew what his weakness was, and it didn't appear to be that difficult to get a hold of. The weaknesses of the character you have for Super Soldier, he still has the weakness when it comes to different things like the Green Cat. He does have a lot of skill when it comes to what he's using for his powers. And he still has that. You know, they take two characters who are more pacifist and combine them together, versus two guys who are definitely more of an aggressive side. I do think just looking at that, if these two guys were to get into a knockdown, drag-out fight, Iron Bat definitely has a higher skill level, more tenacity to actually win a fight like this. Leading to your inevitable winner. Gotta go over this side. Iron Bat. God, that suit is awesome. The nice thing about Iron Man, there's so many Iron Man variations. There's like an Iron Man Boba Fett, which seems odd. But I love the way that character is designed. Just the nice idea of just removing the red, putting in the black, keeping the yellow the same because it works with the night motif, changing the arc reactor to the Batman logo, tweaking the helmet design to be more of a Batman style. That's just a sick look.